Hey guys, welcome back to my Warframe Update 14 walkthrough. In this video I'm going to be doing the Mirage quest. So first things first, if you have no idea where to start, if I understand correctly, you gotta go to the marketplace, equipment, keys and drones, and then you click on hidden messages blueprint and you buy it for 1,500 credits. That's nothing. And then you need 5,000 credits, 5 Orokin Ciphers and 4 Oxium and 1 Argon crystal to build the blueprint. And if I understand correctly based on the forums, this kind of gives you these like riddles you gotta figure out, and the riddles tell you where Mirage's blueprints are, where the chassis is, where the helmet is, where the systems are. Now the tricky part is the Orokin Ciphers. You need 5 of them, and if you haven't been on the forums you'll have no idea what to do. But if I understand correctly, the Orokin Ciphers are in the Orokin vaults, so in the derelict missions. If you're new, I'll just quickly explain what the Orokin vaults is, or what you have to do. So hopefully you've been to the Void, you know how that works. You have a key, you use the key and you go to the Void. It's not really the same, but you need a key for it. I'll just explain. So the Orokin Derelict is kind of like this infested version of the Void. And what happens is there's a vault in there that accepts 1 of 4 keys. So I'll just show you the keys here. Here we go. So they're called dragon keys. And so there's a guaranteed vault on, for example, the Orokin Derelict Exterminate mission. And the vault can accept 1 of the 4 keys, and it will always accept 1 key. So you've got the leading key, the decaying key, the extinguished key, or the hobbled key. And so the best way to go about doing this mission, so you're guaranteed to always open the vault, is you get 4 players on a squad, a full squad, and each person carries 1 of the 4 keys, and you're guaranteed, as long as you find the vault, you're guaranteed to open the vault. And usually inside the vault there's a corrupted mod, but I'm guessing with this Mirage quest they've also added in the Orokin Cipher reward, and so you do that 5 times to get the Orokin Cipher. Now the thing is with these keys is they have a negative effect on your Warframe. So for example, the bleeding key, that, if I remember correctly, reduces your health, decaying reduces your shields, extinguish reduces your damage that you deal, and hobbled reduces the speed at which you can move around. So that's the downside. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Full squad, 1 person equips 1 of the 4 keys, and then you go into, say, the Orokin Derelict Exterminate. That's usually the most common. I'm not sure if any of the other missions have the vault. I know survival does, but that's not really, most people don't really do survival for the vaults. Also quickly, to construct the keys, you do need an Orokin key, a normal Orokin Void key. I'll just show you. So equipment, foundry, keys. So here we go. Say I want to build the decaying key. I need to, you need 1 of the normal Void keys to create it. So here we go, got all my Void keys here, and I can just pick any one I want. Word advice, pick one that's either not rare or one that you have heaps of. So I don't know, if I were building one, I'd probably pick Tower 1 Defense, or just something that's common, probably the T1 Survivals maybe. But if it's something rare, like I know T3 Mobile Defense is pretty rare, don't use it, because you know, even if you have everything on T3 Mobile Defense this update, when the new update comes and the new prime parts come, you're probably going to need that. So don't use them, don't waste them unnecessarily. Alright, so let's go find the squad and do the Orokin vaults for Mirage. Oh sweet, we've got a full squad, so now we just gotta decide which key who's going to be carrying what key, because you don't want to have doubles. So if you're new to this, watch closely what I'm going to do, because you have to equip your key. You can't just build it, you gotta equip it. You gotta build and equip it. So go arsenal, consumables, and you pick an empty slot. And I said I'd be using the extinguished dragon key, so I picked that, equip, and just double check it's right there. Exit. I like to go back in there just to double check, because sometimes it glitches. Yep. And just tell them I'm ready. Yep, so this is pretty much a classic Orokin Derelict exterminate mission. Oh, for some reason my frame rate has dropped heaps. That usually doesn't happen. So yeah, I got the extinguished key equipped, so I'm going to be doing a lot less damage. And the reason I picked this key is because I got 4 Former on my Paris Prime, so it does a lot of damage anyway. So hopefully even, I know what the damage decrease is, 75%, so even at 25% damage, I still hopefully should be doing enough damage. Yep, there we go. Even though I've got extinguished key on, I'm still doing enough damage to one shot.
Multiple biosignatures detected. We've got infested incoming. You've opened an Orokin vault.
Oh, there we go, we found the vault.
Unaffected by the infestation.
Just so you know, vaults, you didn't really see it, but they kind of have this like semi-circular frame and a little key thing that will be in the middle. I'm sure you can find a picture of it on the forums or something, on the wiki, Warframe wiki. But yeah, you gotta find the vault, and whoever has the appropriate key, or say for example requires bleeding key, the person who has bleeding key has to open it. By the way, if you didn't know, when you go invisible as Loki, you do stealth damage with your melee, so a lot more damage. So when you go invisibility with Loki, use melee.
Mission complete.
There we go, there's the Orokin Cipher. So basically you just have to do this run 5 times, you'll get 5 ciphers, and then you'll be able to finish the blueprint for that Mirage quest that I showed you earlier in the marketplace. Alright, so I just finished collecting all 5 of my ciphers from the Orokin Derelict vaults. So let's just see if I can build the Mirage Hidden Message blueprint. Alright, here we go, Hidden Messages. So I've got the Orokin ciphers, I've got the Oxium, I just need 1 Argon crystal. So that means I'm going to have to go to the Orokin Void. So I'll probably just do a survival or something like that. If you're not familiar with the Argon crystals, they're just like the neural sensors and the Orokin cells and the neurodes. Except they're from the Void, so they're like those rare or uncommon components. So just need to get 1 of those. I should be able to get that in 1 survival. So I'll do that and come back and build this Hidden Messages blueprint, or whatever it is. Just a quick note regarding the vault runs and the dragon keys that I forgot to mention. It's really important, for example now I'm going to a normal mission on the Orokin Void, it's very important that you go to your loadout and you unequip your keys, because as I mentioned earlier, the keys have a negative effect on your Warframe. So for example, I got the hobbled dragon key equipped, and that really reduces my speed a lot, and it's really annoying. So unequip that. The way you do is you click on it and you just go none, equip. As you can see, it's gone. So make sure you do that before you go to do your normal missions. If you leave the key on, you will see a little red symbol. Whenever you have the key on, you'll see a little red symbol in the top right corner of your screen. I might post a picture in this video when I edit this video, but you'll see that symbol. So if you see that symbol, then you've got a hobbled key on, sorry, not hobbled key, you might have a hobbled key on, but you have a dragon key on. Now with the hobbled key, you'll know when you have it on because your speed will be really bad, but with things like the decaying and the bleeding key, you won't really notice unless you look at your shields or health, or even the extinguish key. You won't really notice unless you can see, oh, I'm doing less damage, or my shields are a bit low, or my health's a bit low, unless you see that symbol. So pay attention to that symbol if you're in doubt, but make sure you unequip it. Alright, so I'm back. I just got back from a void survival mission and I collected 2 argon crystals. So now I have the parts to make that Mirage hidden messages blueprint thing. I still have no idea where it is. I just call it blueprint thing. Alright, so let's see. Are you sure you want to build hidden messages? Yes. So yeah, I'll wait till that's finished building, and I guess this concludes this segment of the walkthrough, and I'll see you guys on the next segment, which would be the actual missions in order to get the Mirage components. So I'll see you guys then.